Hey, what's up guys? This is Ryan Ukomi and we're chilling in the park today. There's no workout video today because I'm training for my first half marathon and I've been training my ass off, and I'm honestly overtrained today to do any more shooting. And so what I figured I'd do, I shoot a video and I want to share something really important that I believe is going to impact your life, and it's from my experiences. So it's a bit of a story, really, not too long of a video, and obviously we're going to be shooting it outside because everything that I do with Dirty Runners is outside. So a lot of you guys may know that I'm huge into personal development. I've done speaking engagements for it, do coaching for it, and I've built an entire brand with my RyanUkomi.com brand all around personal development. And so that has been a part of my life for almost 6 years now. And what's really interesting is when I first got started with that, I was all about the books. It's all about the audio CDs, any movies I could get my hands on, any information that I could absorb. I wanted it. I was so hungry for it, and I would absorb so much information. But the challenge is I wouldn't apply everything, and if I wouldn't apply it, then I wouldn't get the experience. And so it felt really good, and I was growing like a crazy, like a person, from a spiritual standpoint. I was growing like nuts. Was achieving so many new levels of awareness, so many awakenings that I had never experienced before. Challenge was, at that level in my life, the spiritual level was like going through the roof, but then, the health, the career, the finances, the relationships, they were all being diminished as this was going up higher and higher. And what happened is I wasn't taking the information I was learning and applying it into my life. And what it comes down to is the experience. And so I started to incorporate more experiences into my life. The challenge was I was doing things kind of like on the cusp of your comfort zone. So when you do stuff where you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this, but let's say this is out of your comfort zone and you come and play at that level where you're kind of almost at your comfort zone, but you're not going to exceed it because it's just too scary and it's too much work and you just don't want to do it. Well, that's where I played most of my life. When I started to learn about personal development, I was growing like crazy, but I wasn't pushing the boundaries and doing things that really freaked the crap out of me and that were going to give me the experience that I needed to really raise, the rest of the areas of my life to match where I was growing as a person on the inside. And so, I started to really cultivate this ability to take action, and that's when I started growing my brand online about 3 years ago now. And it's progressed and gotten better and better. And now, just several days ago, I registered for my first half marathon, which, to be honest, truthfully to you, scared the shit out of me. And the reason it did is not because I'm capable of running it, not because of my ability to finish the race, but because of my ability to compete and do as best as I can, because I like to do things at a high level, and I like to push myself to what I'm capable of achieving physically and mentally and emotionally, spiritually. So for me, it was a big emotional buildup of something that was going to help me get the experience in life and help with the credibility for the brand and for everything that I'm doing online. And so I wanted to get the experience so I could have that, and then I could share with other people and inspire them and be able to help them improve their lives because I've physically done it. And that was a big thing for me. This is a huge, from a physical standpoint of running a 21K race, it's not a big thing for me. But from a mental, emotional standpoint, it's huge. And so I guess, today's video, what I wanted to really nail home is just, if you're in a place right now where you soak up a lot of information, where you do things online, where you do things in your life, but you don't really play full out. You haven't stepped it up in your life, you haven't gone out and really done the things that scare the crap out of you, then you got to do them. Because those are the times when you're going to grow more as a person, but then you're also going to experience more growth in all the other areas of your life because you're getting the experience. So there's a big difference. And the reason that I wanted to compete in this marathon is because, I work out like crazy. I work out a ton. Right now, I wasn't even planning on doing the marathon. It was in the back of my mind. I wasn't training for the marathon. I was just training for myself for my 90-day challenge that I was doing, and it so happened to be at day, was I 33 when I registered for the marathon, and you know, I was already in peak performance for it. I was ready to rock for it, so I was ready to go from a physical standpoint. But the reason that I got started with that is because I wanted to get that experience and blow it out of the water. So what you have to do is, the first thing is you got to take a look at where you're playing life. And I realized I was playing life too small. You know, I've got some great friends that always challenge me to step it up, and they do that through just the power of influence of setting their own standards, and then me seeing what they're doing and being like, man, I got to step up my game. And that's what life is about to me. It's about having the ability to, dogs growling, having the ability to go out and be, you know, empowered by other people and what they're achieving, and saying, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get inspired by that. I'm going to make a difference in my life and a difference in other people's lives. And so this is what I challenge you to do. If you're soaking up personal development information, you're growing, you know, as a person, you're achieving more stuff, you're feeling really good about yourself, I challenge you to step it up in life. You know, I challenge you to step it up, play life at a bigger level, play life at a level that you're capable of achieving that maybe you're not at right now, and just raise the bar, raise your vibration, raise what you believe you're worth, your deserving levels, and go out and make it happen. And the only way you're going to be able to make it happen is by taking the action. And you've got to be taking the action consistently. And so that's my challenge for you, really. Is to go out there and make a difference in your life, make a difference in other people's life by being an example to people and inspiring people. So with that said, my friends, listen, if you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear them. If you're growing right now as a person, but you aren't seeing the physical results, it's probably because you're not taking enough action, or you're not taking inspired action, or you're just, you know, maybe not clear about what it is that you want to achieve. So if you have any questions, I would love to mastermind with you. I coach people on this exact stuff, and just leave your comments down below, and we'll have a fun little session and do a little mastermind session. Have an awesome day, my friends, and we will speak very, very soon.